Hello, and welcome to episode number 54 of the TEW 2016 Challenge Run. We're here with Monday Night Raw in Birmingham, the last week of the UK tour. And we've not got the usual opening of Raw. We're here with the 10-bell salute to Vince McMahon, who died in the game, literally earlier on today. And there will be a standard 10-bell salute. Triple H, Stephanie, Shane are out there. And then, like, the whole Raw roster. I've highlighted some of the guys that would be stood at the front. And they do the 10-bell salute. And the video package would run, showing the best Vince McMahon moments. Both funny, both serious. And then we'd roll the show intro.
Spirit to endure, to embrace, never forget. I won't beg, break, I'm going away. Every moment's one more chance to stand up or get in the way. So when I go, I want the world to know I want the world to know.
The actual opening of Raw starts with Seth Rollins coming out. And he says, back at WrestleMania when I slayed the beast and I overcame the odds, I climbed that mountain. I went backstage and Vince told me he was so proud of me and I did a good job and he gave me a hug. And I loved that man. And you can say what you want about him. You may not have always agreed with everything he did in regards to the show, but he cared for all of his superstars like they were his family, and he was basically our father figure. So this Sunday, when I storm into the Wembley Stadium, I'm going to stomp Samoa Joe out for Vince. And then Joe would come out himself and he'd say, that's just sweet. I wouldn't dedicate your match to anybody if I were you, Seth, because do you really want that your match being that you dedicate to somebody being a loss? Because let me remind you, I'm on a vicious streak right now. I have no intention of walking into Wembley Stadium and making myself look like a fool. And unlike the last beast you choked out, I can hang with you, Seth. You're not going to outpace me. I can keep up with you every second of the way. And as soon as you let your guard down, I'll put you to sleep. And that little title run will be over. That brings up Braun Strowman and Babatunde, speaking of monsters with a million shots of the title who couldn't beat Seth Rollins. Braun's like, Joe, Seth Rollins, he's a beast. They couldn't call him the Beast Slayer for nothing. Myself, as the monster among men, has tried to take him on, but to no avail. But no matter, because of the three of us stood together here. And if we all were to beat up on Seth Rollins right now, he'd certainly be weakened for you come Sunday. And then, Usos, down since day one-ish. And then they come out, whoa, Us. What's this? I see, Us. It can't be Us. It looks like Braun Strowman's actually picking a fight face-to-face with another man. Nah, Us, that can't be true. You see, Braun, you run around here thinking you're the big shot, but yet you've never won any kind of championship gold here in WWE. You're a monster among men, but you're a monster of failure. You think you and another monster that you've pulled out can team up for 2 months and beat one of the most cohesive best units of all time, the best tag team holding it down for a decade? Nah, Us. You'll come to Wembley Stadium, you'll get your lights kicked out, Us, and you'll be welcomed to the Uso Penitentiary. And then Braun's like, need to remind you I have won championship gold. I've won those very belts you're holding over your shoulder, exactly. I won them with a 10-year-old child. So if I can defeat win the tag team championships with a 10-year-old child, imagine what I can do with a 7-foot monster among men just like me by my side. And then we hear a voice over the microphone he's not visible yet. It's going, no. And it is the voice of Dolph Ziggler. And he's like, whether or not Samoa Joe makes good on his promise or Braun Strowman makes good on his promise, which they won't do because when have they ever? They've had a million shots and they've never got the job done. Do you know who else has had a million shots and never got the job done? Dolph Ziggler. But never mind, because this Sunday, whether or not you two get the jobs done is irrelevant, because I will. And I will take my spot back here on Monday Night Raw. And there's not a damn thing Johnny Gargano can do. And then Gargano would run out behind him. And jump in from behind. This would initiate the brawl. The big 8-man brawl. Setting up champions, which I've just now realised that every single champion, including the 2 women's champions, on Raw are baby faces. And it's Seth Rollins, the Usos, and Johnny Gargano against Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, Babatunde, and Dolph Ziggler. Speaking of champions versus challengers, that takes us to Becky Lynch, Sasha, and Bayley getting beaten by Bianca Belair, Piper Niven, and Kaylee Ray, when Bianca Belair defeats Bayley with the KOD after cheating. But after the match, Bianca's shouting some sort of stuff at Becky, who's tending to Bayley because that's her friend. He's like, "That's right, bitch, I'm the baddest, and I'm the next champion." When Rhea Ripley would storm out from the crowd and just lay Bianca Belair out with a big boot and big power bomb, and she'd be shout Becky saying, "I'm your contender too, don't forget. In fact, I think I'm the biggest threat here, so why was I not the one showcased in this match? Why was Bianca Belair given the spotlight yet again? Is she the Golden Girl? Well, I've made a history about breaking Golden Girls' hearts. And the man will have her heart broken too when I take her Raw Women's Championship and prove why I should not be overlooked." Shinsuke defeats Mustafa Ali by cheating. They finally have their match, and yeah, it's Shinsuke cheats to win. This segment, we see Heath Slater, of all people, on Raw, walking down the hallway on the phone. He's chatting to somebody, and then he stops in his tracks. He's like, "Hey man, I'll call you back." And then he slowly walks up to a production box that has a phone sat on it, next to a locker room door which is wide open. And he looks around. He's like, "Is this anyone? Does anyone know whose phone this is?" When he hears commotion from the locker room, and he hides behind one of the boxes so he can see what's going on. And then that's when Aaliyah and Tainara come out giggling from the locker room. And they sit on the little box with the phone. Aaliyah picks up the phone, starts typing on it, showing like what she's typing to Tainara Conti. She's like, "What should we say?" And then Tainara whispers stuff in her ear. She's like, "Oh, that's good, that's good. We have to make it worse than the last one." And then Leah's like, "Send," in a really obnoxious way. And then they both giggle. They're like, "Yeah, that ought to do the job." And then they walk back into the locker room, shut the door, leave the phone laying on the little box, production box thing. And then Heath Slater Bebe comes out from hiding, looks around, check if anyone's there. He doesn't want to get accused of stealing the phone, but he wants to check what's going on. And then he picks up the phone, presses the little side button, and then the lock screen pops up with a picture of Fandango and Tyler Breeze in their little police outfits. Meaning, it wouldn't obviously be openly stated on air, but heavily implied, because my audience is not stupid and I'm not going to treat them like idiots, that the phone is that belonging to Fandango. Baron Corbin has a lovely segment. He says, "This whole month on the UK tour, I've been overlooked. I'm England's favourite son, God save the Queen and all that. Yet I wasn't booked. Here tonight." Well, that's a joke, because I'm not even on the pay-per-view this Sunday either, or Saturday, whatever it is. Well, Baron Corbin, you'll learn not to disrespect Baron Corbin. I try to be the nice guy, I try to be the authority kiss ass. Now I just am the authority. Cedric defeats not 205 Live, 205 Live and NXT, I guess, but he's not on 205 Live on mine yet. Only Lorcan loses to Cedric Alexander in 7:27 with a lumbar check in a very good match for these two people. I didn't realise Cedric being a 73 could pull this sort of rating out of Oni. After the match, Cedric celebrating his ring when Drake Maverick comes out saying, "Good job, good job, good job. Look at you, Cedric, you're moving up in the world. You've come to Monday Night Raw, and now you're defeating cruiserweights." Sure, Cedric. I don't know if you've realised this, but you're facing the same guy here who you could have faced staying on 205 Live, so was coming to Raw really worth it? Because I'm giving you one last chance to tell the world that you want to go back to 205 Live, because EC3 will face you at Insurrextion if you do not. And Cedric grabs a mic, he ponders it, he's thinking, do I want to go back? Crowd's chanting, no, 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 no. And he says, hell no. I mean, again, 205 Live is fantastic, and I loved being Cruiserweight Champion and help establish that brand as what it is today. But I'm here to make my mark on Monday Night Raw, so tell EC3 I said, bring him on. We get a backstage segment. The Street Profits. Partying and just doing normal Street Profits stuff when we see Heavy Machinery, specifically Otis, sheepishly walking, meh, meh, Tucky. He taps Tucky on the shoulder, Tucky, and he points to Montez Ford. He goes, yes, there's him. And then they're like, can we help you? And Otis is like, Tucky's like, Otis has something he wants to ask you. And then he's like, can I have a sip? Montez is like, what? He's like, can I have a sip? Oh, what? And then he's like, oh, what? Of the red cup? The sippy cup. Sure, we're all about spreading that red cup vibe, that party vibe. Here you go, Otis. And then Otis would take a sip. And go, oh, yeah! And then start dancing along to whatever the 205 Live, not 205 Live, because I've just looked at the last two guys and that's got in my head. Whatever music the Street Profits are listening to, when Arya Daivari and Drew Gulak of 205 Live would storm in and turn the music off. And they were like, this is the Raw Tag Team division. This is what all the fuss is about. And Otis is he's sort of twitching around because he's all angry that his music got turned off. He's like, this is just a bunch of jokes. Neither of these teams are proper tag teams like Arya and myself are. And the Ascension walk in as well. They're like, I agree. Connor in his little rat voice, he's like, these nerds need to fucking stop being a bunch of bitches. And it was like, why are you okay to me, Tucky? And Tucky's like, oh no, you've pissed Otis off now. He wants to see you two in the ring. And then, fine, we'll both take him on. 4-on-2 handicap match. And then the Street Profits step in like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't think so. We're here to help our brothers, Heavy Machinery, so let's make this a 4-on-4. Let's get it done right after this commercial break. And then they do. So they can fire up the camera in a sort of fourth wall break as the camera fades to black and we go to commercial. We come back. We have that match. Heavy Machinery and the Street Profits defeat the Ascension and Daivari and Gulak. Drew Gulak, 58. Tucky, 52. Daivari, 52. 46 for Otis. Montez, 42. Angelo, 40. Victor, 39. Connor, fucking 34. If I had another heel tag team, because I already had to dig up Daivari and Gulak, because I don't want to use Heath Slater and Dragon Ice, who was a heel tag team anymore, because Heath Slater is doing the thing. He did the thing with Fandango on the phone. So if I had another shit heel tag team, I would just release at least just Connor. Victor, I'd maybe give a second chance to, because he's not as terrible. But Connor is just the drizzling shits. Nikki Bella's in her office when Mustafa Ali walks in, kind of pissed off. She's like, "Can I help you?" He's like, "Give me another match with Shinsuke Nakamura." She's like, "Sorry?" He's like, "He cheated. I had him beat. He's been running around here thinking he's this king of strong style, this reckless machine bringing havoc all of Monday Night Raw. I had him beat. Give me another shot at Insurrextion." And Nikki's like, "Where's this fire bean? I love it." "Sure, you've got your match." And then Ali says, "Thank you so much," and walks out. Because Nikki's got other business to attend to. What is being called the Undisputed Open Summit is happening now, with the Undisputed Era, Nikki Bella in the middle, and the other 4 men that they'll be against the Undisputed Era at Insurrextion, minus Chad Gable because limit of things in it. And the Undisputed Era come out, and they're like, "So Nikki, this match on Saturday, why should the Undisputed Era even show up?" She's like, "Pardon? We've already dominated AJ Styles, we've dominated American Alpha. Why do we even need to show up? We've already beaten these people. There's no stakes, there's no anything on the line." And then John Cena, he has a mug, he's like, "What do you want? What stakes do you want? Other than you can't get Nikki fired because she's been here for about a month, and that's not fair." And Cole's like, "Thank you, John. There's actually a couple of things on my mind, but I definitely have the one that I think will benefit not just the Undisputed Era, not just Adam Cole, baby, but the entirety of Monday Night Raw. So if we win at Insurrextion against you guys, Nikki Bella, we can't fire her, but she will have the night off next week. Because temporary GM will be yourself, yours truly, your boy Adam Cole, baby, in a show being dubbed Raw is Undisputed." And Nikki says, "Okay, if that's fair, you get to be the temporary GM for Raw next week. However, I only think it's fair that John Cena and his team get to decide what they want if they win their match." And John Cena says, "I've got a perfect idea, actually. Do I want to fire the Undisputed Era? Nah. Do I want to send them back to NXT? Nah. Do I want to neutralize the Undisputed Era? Absolutely. So if we win at Insurrextion, for the rest of the year 2019, Undisputed Era will be banned from ringside for each other's matches. And so for Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly, even coming out on the ramp to stand and watch, will be an instant disqualification. Roderick Strong, his matches, same thing. Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, same thing. It will be them going alone in any contest. And if Adam Cole wants to be the GM next week so badly, he'll accept this proposition. It's like, "You know what, John, you're on." So, high stakes now added to the 4-man, 4-on-4, 8-man tag team match at Insurrextion. This is a match. Pretty shit one, too. Shooting the Breeze with Tyler Breeze, Aaliyah, and Conti. And he says, "Tonight we've got a very special edition of Shooting the Breeze, ladies and gentlemen. Because it's come to my attention I've been a bit distracted recently. And not been Prince Pretty as I should have been. Because I've been making some mistakes. So this is not going to be Shooting the Breeze, as you know it. This is going to be not our regularly scheduled content. I don't normally make these types of videos, but I'm going to make this one, you could say. This is going to be sort of a spilling the tea edition of Shooting the Breeze. Because I need to cancel my friend Fandango. Oh. So basically, since Fandango came back, I saw him when he first came back. He got the misinterpretation that one of Aaliyah or Tanara Conti was his to date, because there was two of them, and myself and Fandango are also a duo. And obviously, I told him that this wasn't the case. They were just to stand behind in my selfies to make me look good. And I thought it was done there, but apparently turns out Fandango has been snooping around, being extra creepy to Tanara and Conti when I'm not around. And hell, I've got the text messages to prove it. Look. And then they'd show like some absolutely doctored text messages that he'd be sending to Aaliyah and Conti. Nothing too vulgar, because it's still kind of a PG show. Just like it make it look like he's pressuring himself on them a little bit. Or like, I don't know, send feet pics and shit like that. Because this is absolutely disgusting behaviour from my friend Fandango. And then Fandango would come out without his music playing. And he'd be like, Breezy, what are you doing? I did not send these text messages. And Tyler's like, yeah, you did. Look, it says Dango at the top. And he's like, first of all, why on earth would these two people that don't even like me have my number saved? And if they did, why would they give me the nickname that you give me and not call me Fandango like my whole name? Because I'm not on a Dango name basis with these two. Tyler. And he's like, he says, look, Fandango's like, look, I've been lonely the last couple of months since I've been injured. I'm not afraid to admit it. And when I came back, I was just looking for somebody to maybe show my feelings to. So I went to your ladies, and I even went to Candice LeRae, and I've sort of been just being, I wouldn't say creepy, just I wanted company, basically, because I got lonely when I was out injured. And I haven't done anything extra creepy. I've just merely been cheering these girls on. I've been supporting them every single way like a friend. And they've been taking it the wrong way and sort of been trying to bicker and spread gossip to you that I've been doing stuff I haven't been doing to try and get you to stop being my friend. But you're my best friend, Breezy. Remember? Even though you destroyed the police hat last week, I still have mine because that's how special Breezango was to me. And Tyler sort of looks at him like all disgusted. He's like, but Dango, you're not the man I thought you were. And then we'd hear, I'm just one man. And he's like, whoa, Breeze. Stop trying to act all innocent, because I saw these two doctoring these text messages. I saw these two trying to cancel Fandango, and I've got the video here. I've recorded it on my phone to prove it. And then he'd show the video of them giggling, and Fandango would look so gobsmacked and so upset. And he's like, Breezy, did you know about this? And Tyler's like, meh. And then he goes to give a supermodel kick to Fandango, but Fandango catches his leg. But then Aaliyah and Conti would jump on Fandango and attack him, when Heath Slater would pull them off. And then Tyler's like, you know what, Heath? No one even wanted you out here. Nobody even wants you in this company anymore. So you'll pay for what you've done. See me in that ring right now, you son of a bitch. Fandango, Dango, don't listen to him. I haven't been doing any of this. In fact, come and stand by my side and be in my corner as I beat the shit out of Heath Slater. That match happens. Dango's not dumb. He distracts Tyler Breeze. And Heath Slater gets the win, baby. Because, basically, may have been a little bit over the top there, but I wanted Fandango to be the face and Tyler Breeze to be the heel. But I realised sort of, with the way I was going about the creepy Fandango thing, he was the heel and Breeze was the face. So sort of made him more relatable. I was like, well, Fandango has been by himself for so long. He just wanted female company. Because he never really did force himself onto these ladies. He sort of just put his hand around them, gauged interest, sort of asked questions. And yeah, in Cancel Culture 2019, trying to get him done for sexual assault basically is something that is relatable. Well, probably shouldn't say relatable in that regard, but is something that is happening in the everyday world, and you can sympathise with people who have been falsely accused. So that's sort of where I've gone with Fandango, because I fucked up too badly and made him too much of a heel. But all is good now. Breeze is a dickhead, and Heath Slater is just beating him. Then moving on from all that, because that was a bit of a mess, and I'm willing to admit that was a bit of a mess. Killian Dane and Nikki Cross get a video package showcasing their menace and how crazy they are. And then it would cut from that to Bray Wyatt and his friends. He's like, look, I faced Killian Dane in the ring and he beat my ass. I know he's not an easy challenge, but I need to go into this with a clear mind. I can't have him lingering in my head, because if I have him lingering in my head, he's already won. So, at Insurrextion, I'll stand in that ring with Killian Dane. I won't see the man who's got in my head. I'll just see another soul I need to cleanse. I did not anticipate this show going this long, but we are finally at the main event, in which the babyface team, Gargano, Rollins and the Usos, defeat the heel challengers when Rollins gets the pinfall of a Babatunde. I thought I set Dolph Ziggler to lose, but I guess Babatunde got the curb stomped. And then the babyfaces all celebrate to end the show, which gets a 90A, 91A. Actually, on a UK show, that is absolutely incredible. That main event would have got like an A, maybe even an A star in America. But that, as is the challenge, it didn't get that here. But that's the end. The next time you'll see the Raw crew will be on Insurrextion. We have got SmackDown 205 Live you have to do before then. See you then.